Welcome to From Creeping to Preaching. I'm your host, Renee R. White, a proud native Washingtonian, born and raised and still live here in the heart of D.C. I spent years in this incredible city, and it's not just my home. It's where my story began and where my passion for lifting up my community, especially the youth. This podcast is a space where we have real, raw conversations about life, faith, and purpose, all rooted in the experience of someone who has walked these very streets and understands the struggle and the beauty of life in D.C. My topic today I like to talk about is telling the truth. I struggle with expressing my feelings, and that made things even harder. Whenever I tried to open up, I felt misunderstood. My sensitivity was often seen as weakness, and people didn't know how deeply their words or actions affected me. I would hold things inside, hoping the pain would go away on all on its own, but sometimes it didn't. Instead, it grew. Every time I got hurt, whether it was from someone else's harsh words, their reaction, or feeling left out, it just added to the layers of pain I was already carrying. I kept thinking, what if people didn't understand? What if they judged me? What if I lost everything because of it? The fear of being honest felt like the heavy weight pressing down on my chest. So many times before I chose silence because it felt safer, I would smile and pretend like everything was okay. Everything was fine, but deep down, I was scaring someone, and extremely scared for someone to see who I really was, the real me, to hear my truth. But on this day, I knew I couldn't hide anymore. I gathered my courage, took a deep breath, and spoke my truth to someone close to me. And just like I feared, their reaction wasn't what I wanted. Their words hurt in ways I wasn't prepared for. I felt exposed, vulnerable, and like I made a mistake. In that moment, I wanted to crawl back into my shell and hide for as long as I could. But something changed inside of me. Even though it hurt, I realized that telling that truth wasn't about getting a response I wanted for others. It was about setting myself free. For the first time in a long time, I felt like I couldn't breathe again. Like I wasn't hiding anymore. It felt like I could breathe again. The pain I felt from their reaction didn't compare to the relief of knowing I had finally been honest with myself and the world. I learned that telling the truth doesn't always lead to immediate response. Sometimes it brings pain. But the most important thing I've discovered is that I deserve to live in my truth, even when others couldn't fully understand it. And the truth is, it became my strength. So now, when I feel some fear bubbling up inside of me, when I want to go back to hiding behind the smiles and the silence, I remember that day. I remember the weight lifting off my shoulders and how I finally felt free. That's why I can keep choosing the truth, no matter how hard it hurts, because it's only the truth inside of me, and that's how I live today. And the truth is, I got hurt a lot, more than I like anyone to know. So as I share this story with you today, I'm telling you, this is my story. And this is my truth. The truth about how deeply I've struggled, how many years and how many times I've been hurt, and how I'm still learning to express my feelings without fear of being rejected or misunderstood. Let me know how you feel. Let me know your truth. Let's keep this conversation going. I'm excited to hear from you and how you're peeling back the layers and embracing your truth. Also, make sure you visit my website on creepingandpreaching.com for more updates, resources, and information about my episodes. See you next week.